PDS TV, the best in edutainment.
So congratulations to you. We're proud of you for the many hours of dedication and selfless service that you've given to the staff, community, students of DeKalb County Schools, and we can never, ever repay you for the things that you have done, but we are ever so grateful for you. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our esteemed and wonderful superintendent, Dr. R. Stephen Green.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gregory. It's my honor to be here to honor you. You have reached an important milestone. A wise person once said that when you stop living at work, you can start working at living. And you will be, you've reached that milestone, you'll be able to do that. I don't like the word retirement. Dr. Ziegler knows I don't like the word retirement. I consider this a graduation. This is a graduation, the class of 2018. Congratulations to the class of 2018. I bring you greetings on behalf of the DeKalb County School District, on behalf of the school board, and particularly I wanted to make reference to Dr. Michael Irwin, our chair of the board. He is unable to be here because he's at another meeting in another part of the school district addressing issues related to community violence. And you know we've had some terrible things happen more recently in an escalated fashion. He's down there putting in good work down there. So I do bring you greetings on behalf of him. There may be other board members who may arrive, and when they do, I will create the opportunity for them to speak to you as well because they're anxious to do that. Let me just say this. This is something I look forward to every year, and as Dr. Gregory said, I envision myself at some point reaching this threshold, so I'm jealous of y'all right now. I got to give awards to y'all, and I'm like, golly. But I do commend and congratulate you on reaching this milestone. Shakespeare once said, all the world's a stage. I'm paraphrasing, and that we have our exits and we have our entrances, and in your lifetime you will play many roles. So this is just another role on the stage of life. You made a grand entrance, you've made a difference, you've made an impact, you've left your fingerprint, your footprint, and now you're going to take an exit, and you're going to leave this stage and go to another stage and continue a great performance. So I commend you and congratulate you on a job well done on this stage. Thank you so very much.
Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everyone will change. No one stays the same. The young become the old, and mysteries do unfold. Except rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. soon. Yes, everything will change. The young become the old, and mysteries do unfold. 'Cause that's the way of time. Nothing and no one doesn't change. There are not many things in life you can be sure. Except rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, hummingbirds do fly. Rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky. Hummingbirds do fly. Rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky. Hummingbirds do fly. Everything must change. No one stays the same. No one won't change. The sun, hummingbirds, except the rain, the sun, and music makes me cry.
My name is Patrice Jackson. I taught for 31 years. My last school was Princeton Elementary School.
My name is Robert Tigner. The last school I taught was Towers High School, 31 years of service.
My name is Darlene Blockley. I work in the cafeteria. I've worked there for 29 years at Tony Elementary.
Hello, my name is Sylvia Hayes. I'm a bus driver, North DeKalb, across the Keys area, 11 and a half years.
My name is Greg Scott. I'm retired Chief Master Sergeant, ROTC at Dunwoody High School, 24 years, 25 active duty, that's 49.
Good evening. My name is Doreen Miller-Young from Murphy Candler, and I've been teaching 45 years. I started as a baby.
Hi, my name is Lucille Bowie Miller, and I am retiring from Norby J. Harris, 42 years. I retired before in New Orleans, and this is my second retirement. I praise God for that.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rachel Ziegler. It has been an honor to serve in several positions here in DeKalb County. This is 37 years in education for me, 32 in DeKalb County schools. I've served as an elementary teacher at Margaret Harris High School, Tony Elementary School teacher, counselor, Avondale Elementary School, AP at Avondale Elementary School, and then principal at Margaret Theme School for 10 years. And I am finishing my career at 6 years as regional superintendent for Region 3. Thank you so very much.
Hi, my name is Lisa Carlisle, 17 years, and I've been with Tucker High School, Tucker Middle, and Midvale Elementary.
Good evening. My name is Lorene Brumfield, and 14 years at Tucker Middle School. I was recently our Employee of the Year for Region 2 at Tucker Middle School. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Everett Roberts, coming from Stone Mountain High School for 22 years, food services.
Good evening. My name is Iris Tollerson. I have 18 years with DeKalb County, Secretary, Hambrick Elementary, and Edward L. Bowie Theme School.
My name is Cheryl Powell. I am retiring after 25 years of service, 15 of which was at Lakeside. The last years were at Southwest DeKalb High School. I'm a science teacher.
Everybody, my name is Lee Sanders. I've been teaching for 33 years, 3 years in Memphis City Schools and 30 years here in DeKalb County.
James Collins, 10 years, first years at MLK High, Lions, last year's McNair Discovery. Thank you.
Good evening. Fred Couch, 31 years of service, Pleasantdale Elementary.
Good evening. I'm Fran McColeman. Started out 28 years ago at Coralwood Center with severe and profound medically fragile, but I've spent the last 22 years doing Braille production and producing student materials for students that are blind and visually impaired out of EDC with the Vision Department.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Esther Canton. I've worked and am retiring after 48 years of service. I started my career in my home, St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, but the bulk of my years I spent with DeKalb County, at first at Margaret Harris with the multiply impaired, and I've ended my career with the blind and visually impaired. Thank you.
I'm Janet Kennedy. I would say 32 years, 25 teaching, and 7 as a substitute. I have been at Kittredge Magnet School for the last 17 years.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Hana Sekanina. I have 36 years in teaching, 25 in DeKalb. My last 20 years I spent at Chambly Middle School teaching German. Thank you.
Hello, good evening. I'm Denise Belfon Greer. I have been teaching for 38 years, and 3 of those years were in Michigan, and the rest in Georgia, mostly DeKalb County. I've taught the blind and visually impaired as an itinerant teacher, so there's a lot of familiar faces in here. And I just want to say thank you. It's been a joy. And I look forward to the next chapter.
Substitute.
My name is Cleta Gail Kearney. I put in 10 years of custodial service, all at Chambly Charter High School.
Hi, I'm Deborah McCombs. I was a parapro for many years. I've taught at Woodward, and my last years, and I taught at DeKalb Path Academy, a charter school here in DeKalb. And then my last 2 years was at John Lewis Elementary. And I've been teaching for 35 years.
Hello, everyone. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm Carla Nugent. I've been teaching for 32 years, 2 years in Las Vegas, Nevada, and 30 years in DeKalb County at Dunwoody Elementary.
Good evening. My name is Roy Garrett. I've been teaching health and physical education for 35 years, 13 years in New York, and 22 years here at DeKalb County. And I would like to say I never worked a day in my life.
Congratulations. My name is Valerie Stridon. I've taught for 33 and a half years, 5.5 in New Jersey and 28 for DeKalb County. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jacqueline Burwell. I have taught 32 years faithfully. And I want to say the last school that I taught at was at Snapfinger Elementary. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Marguerite Mosley. I worked at DeKalb County for 19 years. I was at Donier. I worked at Terry Mills, Chambly Middle School, and also Lithonia High School. Altogether 19 years. Oh, and food service.
Good evening. My name is Ethel Powers, and I've spent 26 years as work-based learning coordinator at Tucker High School, and I received the honor of becoming the best of the best work-based learning coordinator in the state of Georgia.
Good afternoon, everyone. No, good evening, everyone. I'm Vera C. Holloway. I have a total of 40 years of teaching, 11 in Alabama and 29 in DeKalb. I've taught at Meadowview Elementary,
Tony Elementary, and my last school was Oakview Elementary. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Marcia Siles Jackson. I am completing 32 years in DeKalb County. Half of the time I was an interrelated special ed teacher. I ended at Sagamore Hills as a school counselor. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. My name is Kane G. Harper, and I was a custodian at DeKalb County for 15 years. Started out at DeKalb Transition Academy and finished up at the great Martin Luther King Jr. High School. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Sheila Gary. I have 30 years in DeKalb as a science teacher. I began this marvelous journey at Campbell Lane Elementary School, then Clifton, which is now Obama Elementary School, then McNair Middle School, and I ended up at Miller Grove Middle School. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Estherine Smothers. I've been in education for 32 years. I ended after 17 years in DeKalb County in special education at Reed Ann Elementary. It's been a joy, and I'm gonna miss it in a sense, but I'm in love with the others joining.
Hello, my name is Desiree Kanemisang Williams, and I've worked for 23 years in school nutrition. I started out at Flatchos Elementary and Stevenson Middle and finished at Columbia High School. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Priscilla Marshall. I have been in DeKalb County. I started my teaching career 25 years ago at Avondale Elementary School. I went with the merger of the DESA and the 3 schools, and I ended my career at DeKalb Elementary School of the Arts here in DeKalb County. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sherry Kraft. I've been teaching deaf and hard of hearing children for 30 years. My last 2 years were at Briar Lake Elementary.
Good evening. I started out at Peachcrest Elementary and I ended up at Fleshaw Elementary for 25 years. My name is Anna Hicks.
My name is Larry Steele, 14 years of service where I managed the PDS TV 24 TV station and coordinated district-wide productions for the school.
Good evening. My name is Diane Brunson. I worked for 30 years in DeKalb County and 5 in South Carolina. This is my 30th year, and I'm excited to retire.
Good evening. My name is Carolyn White, retiring after 23 years from Redan Middle School as a teacher.
Hi, my name is Eleanor Myrick, and I've been teaching for 34 years, 33 years, 19 years in Virginia, and 14 years in DeKalb County, Redan Middle School.
Good evening. My name is Elvina Glasker. I've been in education for 38 years, partly in Michigan, about 25 years in Georgia, DeKalb County 25 years, and I started off as a teacher at Glen Haven Elementary, a counselor, then a counselor at Stone Mountain High School, and I just retired from Woodward Elementary.
Hello, everyone. My name is Akua Jackson. I've been with DeKalb County 32 years. That was my daughter, my youngest daughter. I started out, again, 32 years ago with the Psycho Ed Center on Wesley Chapel. Then I went on to Southwest DeKalb High School, left there and went on to Snapfinger Elementary School, then Tony Elementary School for 14 years, and then I left elementary altogether and went to high school for my last 12 years have been at Cedar Grove High School. I don't know why that left me or lost me. But at any rate, I've been at Cedar Grove High School for the last 12 years. And it's been wonderful. Thank you.
Hello, good evening. I'm Dr. Elaine Bryan. I enjoyed 25 wonderful years in DeKalb County. I started at Hooper Alexander, then moved to Cedar Grove, then Shamley Charter High School, and ended up at Stone Mountain High School. They were wonderful years, and thanks for the opportunity. Have a good evening.
My name is Barbara Johnston, and I've taught here and in Savannah for 23 years, and I'm retiring from Cedar Grove Middle School.
Thank you. Thank you. DeKalb County didn't pay me enough money. My shoe broke when I walked in. But my name is Joyce Paul. I did 17 years in New Jersey and the last 19 at Southwest DeKalb High School.
Good evening, I'm Leslie McMillan. I did 13 years in the city of Boston and 29 years at Henderson, which is now middle school, as counselor, then head counselor.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Sandra Burton Thurman. I started out at Montgomery Elementary. I went to Dresden Elementary, Indian Creek, Shadow Rock, and I ended up retiring from Pleasantdale Elementary, and I worked at Flat Rock Elementary, and I retired at 30 years of service to DeKalb.
Hello, my name is Julia Pryor. I started out at Gresham Park Elementary, then when it closed, I went to Cedar Grove Elementary, and then I went to Meadowview Elementary, and I ended up at Rainbow Elementary, 38 years.
Good evening. My name is Chandra Byron. I started out as a paraprofessional at Oak Cliff Elementary. I moved to Shadow Rock Elementary. From there, I went to Jolly, and I'm leaving DeKalb as a second grade teacher from Tony Elementary.
My name is Evelyn Mitchell-Asari. I have a total of 38 years in education, 10 years in Texas, 28 years in Georgia. The last 17 years was at Stevenson High School.
Good afternoon. My name is Larita Primus. 8 years at Richmond County Board of Education and 17 years at Shadow Rock Elementary.
Good evening. My name is Jane Altman. I've been with the district for 31 years. I started at Redan Elementary. I've been at Shadow Rock Elementary for the last 25 years, and the last 18 as bookkeeper.
Hi, my name is Ellen Chapman. I've just retiring after 25 years, my last 8 at Vanderlyn Elementary School.
Good evening. My name is Hanifa Hassan. I've been in education for 12 years. The first year was at Cedar Grove Elementary. My 6 years at Woodridge Elementary, and 6 years at Robert Shaw Elementary Theme School. Thank you. Have a good evening, everyone.
Good evening. My name is Dolores Edwards. I'm retiring after 42 years of service in education. I've been in DeKalb County for the last 38 years. I began my teaching career at Redan Elementary and finishing up from Shadow Rock Elementary this year. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good evening. My name is Chinita Hodo. I have 38 years of service, starting at Redan with this wonderful, beautiful lady here, and finishing up with 19 years at Norva Harris Traditional Theme School. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is David De Silva. I have 20 years of service, 13 as a school bus mechanic, and 7 as a special education driver, bus driver.
Good evening. My name is Shawana Butler, and I've been with the DeKalb County School System for 29 years. I started at Sexton Woods Center, from there to Eagle Woods, and I ended my career at Shadow Rock Center in Lithonia, Georgia. And you know that those kids we work with are EBD, so it's been a journey. But I've been secretary, registrar, bookkeeper, job coach, paraprofessional, and you name it.
Hi, good evening all. My name is Colette Carter. I've been a teacher all my life, but I decided that I would leave my home and work for DeKalb County for the last 15 years as an elementary school teacher at Montclair Elementary. I'm going to miss teaching, but I always will remain a teacher.
Good evening. My name is Veronica Askins. I've taught for 30 years, 27 years in DeKalb County, 3 years in Alabama. I started my career at Brockett Elementary School. From there, I went to Redan Elementary School, Evansdale, and I ended my career at Montclair Elementary School. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Wendy Lamar. I have taught for DeKalb County for 30 years. I started out at Redan Elementary, received Teacher of the Year there in 1993, taught at Tilson Elementary, and then I ended my career at Tony Elementary, where I was Teacher of the Year in 2011. I've enjoyed all my 30 years. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Joanne Tomaszewski. I have 30 years in education. The last 17 have been a Spanish teacher at Peachtree Charter Middle School. Thank you.
I'm Jackie Randolph, and this is my 35th year teaching. This is my second retirement from DeKalb. Most of my time was spent at Rockbridge Elementary. I retired from Midvale this year.
Hello, everyone. I've been with DeKalb for 17 and a half years. I worked in Miami teaching for 10 years. I was DeKalb County School Nurse of the Year in 2003. I worked at Woodworth Elementary, Rockbridge Elementary, Meadowview Elementary, and I'm celebrating from Barack Obama Elementary.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pamela George Rivers, and I have served 31 years as an educator in DeKalb County Schools. My journey started at Stoneview Elementary. I jumped over to Podola Way Elementary, and I'm resting at Princeton Elementary.
Good evening. My name is Miriam Allman, and I started my journey with DeKalb County Schools 4 years as a school bus driver, and the last 26 years has been at Canby Lane Elementary School. I was a para, and then I was a school nurse for about 13 years, and for the last 5 years, I was teaching pre-K. And Canby Lane can call on me Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, not Monday and Friday.
Hi everyone, I'm Belinda Moman. I've taught for 31 years music, and my last stint was at Woodridge Elementary. God bless all of you.
I'm Rukmini Nair. I have 40 years in education, about 20 years in the universities, and since 96 I've been here in Atlanta. DeKalb since 2000, Peachtree Middle, Towers High, Chambly Charter High, McNair High, and Chestnut Elementary. I've enjoyed all my years. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm a special education teacher.
Good evening. I am Marsha Jones, and I began my career in DeKalb. My entire career has been in DeKalb. I started at Hightower Elementary and went on to Nancy Creek, Avondale, and after 35 years, I'm ending my career from Snapfinger Elementary. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Shirley Boca Duval. I've been in DeKalb County for 34 years. Lathona High School for 17 years. Thank you all so much.
Good evening. I'm Vivian Witherspoon. This is my 22nd year at DeKalb County. I started off at Towers High School and retiring from Lithonia High School. And I work in the Special Service Department. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Dwayne Rainey, 30 years of service, and you can find me in Clayton County through the week. I'm a bailiff in Clayton County, so if you're doing something wrong, I don't want to see you in there.
I'm Clara McQueen. I've served at Shadow Rock Center for 27 years as head custodian.
Good evening. I'm Celeste Hawthorne. I've had 26 years of service in the county. I was 2015 Region 3 Teacher of the Year, and I'm leaving at Region 4 E.L. Bowie Traditional Theme School.
Good evening. My name is Cynthia Kirkland, and I worked in DeKalb County with special need kids for 27 years. I started out at Heritage Center, and I'm ending up at Margaret Harris Center. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Dorette Ladford, and I'm graduating from Winbrook Theme School as a school nurse.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Irma Rashidi, 21 years of service. My last school, Winbrook Elementary School, as a school secretary.
Good evening. My name is Pam Henson. I am previously from Terry Mill for 5 years and 15 years at Clifton Elementary, which is Barack Obama, for a total of 20 years. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Arlinda Mathis. I'm a school bus driver for DeKalb County, and that's been for 21 years, 8 months, and I'm happy to be retired.
Hi, I'm Kathy Young. I've been in DeKalb 30 years. I started out at Miller Grove Junior High, worked at the district on North Decatur Road, went to Lithonia Middle School, and retiring from Redan Middle as a campus supervisor for 30 years.
Good evening. My name is Fred Simpson. I started out in 1988. I started at Tucker High School and retired from Columbia Middle. I did 30 years as campus supervisor.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Patrick Osby. I am a campus supervisor, 30 years of DeKalb schools. I am a graduate of Cedar Grove High School, and the pleasure has been mine to see about these children over the last 30 years. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Vivian Johnson. I worked at 18 years at Lithonia High School and then 5 years at Shelby Charter High School. Thank you. As administrative assistant.
Good evening. I'm Charlene Hill. I have 37 years of service, 4 in Alabama, and the last 33 years in DeKalb County. I'm retiring from Peachcrest Elementary as an ELA academic coach.
Good evening. I'm Wanda Peterson. I'm a very proud DeKalb County Schools graduate. Flatshills Elementary, Redan High School, 30 years of service. My last 6 is at Narby J. Harris Traditional Theme School as a school counselor. Thank you.
This is your name.
Hi, I'm Holly Laterno. 40 and a half years, Henderson Middle School.
Good evening. I am graduating with 31 years of service. I started as a substitute teacher at Chapel Hill Junior High, back when it was a junior high. Started teaching at Peachtree Junior High, and then moved on to Chamblee High School, and was there long enough for it to become Chamblee Charter High School. Served as a teacher, assistant principal, and principal for 10 years at Chamblee Charter High School, and then moved to the district office to work in leadership development. It has been a pleasure serving. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Glenda Henderson, 32 years of working with students with disabilities. The last 15 years I have been a lead teacher for special ed, and my last assignment was Lakeside High School.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Natalie Givens. I'm also a proud special educator. I've worked with special needs students for probably 25 years, 22 years in DeKalb County, 15 years as a lead teacher for special education, and 31 years total as an educator. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Richard Smith. I've spent 15 years with DeKalb County, first 11 with Sexton Woods Eagle Woods, and the last 4 with Dunwoody High School.
Hello, my name is Christine Knuckles. This is my second retirement, and I have 10 years with DeKalb County Food Service.
Good evening. My name is Marty Lee Guilford. It has been my pleasure to teach in DeKalb County Schools for 31 years, and my last 2 schools were Marvitt Theme School, working with Ms. Ziegler, and Redan Elementary School.
All right. Good evening. My name is Carolyn Wilkinson, and I have taught for 37 years. First year in Michigan, the following 6 in New Orleans, and the following 30 years in DeKalb County, all at Dunair Elementary School.
Good evening. My name is Linda Hill, 25 years of special needs bus driver, and we're proud of it. Thank you.
All right. David Brown, good evening, everybody. 33 years teaching, 25 at the wonderful Lithonia High School. And I just want to say tonight, I'm so blessed to be able to share this evening with some of my colleagues, Ms. Witherspoon, Ms. Duval, and Mr. Cannon. Thank you so much.
Good evening. My name is Dora Hughes.
I'm a special needs school bus driver. I've been driving for 28 years, and I'm glad to be retiring at this time. Thank you.
I'm glad for you.
Good evening. My name is Elijah Cannon. I'm a 20-year Army veteran, and I retired from the Army in 1995. I came to Lithonia High School, where I spent the last 22 years. Thanks to the encouragement of Dr. M.O. Clark, I've been successful. And to all my colleagues, Coach Brown, Ms. Weatherspoon, Ms. Duvall, and Mr. Fred, all from Lithonia. Ms. Ziegler over there, I've known her forever. And my homegirl from Quincy, Florida, Ms. Woodard. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Mary Oladele. I hailed from Nigeria, and I just want to thank God for 32 years of teaching students. I had 5 years in Nigerian high schools and 4.5 years in New York private schools, and I have 22.67. That is what TRS called it in DeKalb County. And I taught in 4 schools. And my last school is Rockbridge Elementary. And I pray that the Lord will richly bless all of you.
Good evening. My name is Carol Curry. I have 30 years. I began my career at Wesley Chapel Center, which is now Shadow Rock Center. And my last school as a full-time teacher was Columbia Middle School.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shirley Crew. I serve faithfully 31 years in the print shop. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Joyce Wimberly, and I served for 32 years with DeKalb County Schools, and I served as the former executive director of school nutrition. And I'd just like to thank everyone for the opportunity to serve. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Helen Shepard. I have 14 years in the DeKalb County school system. I served 4 years at Fernbank Science Center and 10 years at DeKalb Early College Academy. I was the good morning lady. Everybody over in Human Resources know I was waving every day. So I'm gonna miss you guys. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Rose Porter. I taught 1 year in Dallas, Texas, and when I moved to DeKalb County, I'm one of the few people in this room that taught at the original Stone Mountain High School. We were in the very old building with the very tall windows. Then we moved to the new school the year after I came here. I've been at Dunwoody High School, Columbia Magnet School at Columbia High School. Then I moved as a counselor to DeKalb Truancy School. Then moved to Elizabeth Andrews High School as a counselor, where I've ended my 42 years. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Bob Osborne. I've been teaching 34 years. The last school that I taught at was Margaret Harris Comprehensive High School. And I'd just like to say that whoever thought up this event did the right thing. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dorothy Gray, and I'm a special need bus driver. I have served DeKalb County for 31 years. I have loved every minute of it, and especially our babies, because God told us to love one another. So I was so happy to do what I've done for 31 years. And thank you, and have a good summer. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
My name is Philippi Snow. I started out 6 years at McNair Middle School, 14 years at Fernbank Science Center, teaching biology and also teaching puberty to students from some of your schools. And so I'd like to say thank you. It's been a great ride, and now all of my days are snow days.
Good evening. My name is Joe Elston Sr. I've been in DeKalb County teaching for 25 years, the last 22 years at Stevenson Middle School. I'm one of the original Stevenson people, one of the last ones that opened the school, and now it's time for me to move on, let somebody else take care of it.
Y'all educators, don't let the cane fool you. If you love what you do and you think that it matters, how could anything be more fun? My name is Linda Denson. I started my career a long time ago in Nashville, Tennessee, and in New York, and then back to Tennessee and on to DeKalb County, and I've loved being here. This year, I'm graduating after 50 years in public education.
Hello, I'm Nan Keel, and I finished my 31st year in teaching at Kingsley Elementary.
My name is Kathy Kunmuller. I've been Miss K for 33 years, the last few years at Dunwoody Elementary School.
Good evening. My name is Lynette Montgomery. I have 31 years of service in education. I'm ending my career from Jolly Elementary School. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Deborah Cowan Still, and I have served 32 years in education. I am culminating as the principal at Redan Elementary School for the last 8 years. I began my career as an associate teacher, later becoming a special education teacher, then a counselor, and then assistant principal, and then principal of Redan Elementary School. So I'm delighted to celebrate 32 years of service.
Good afternoon. My name is Linda Kite. I have spent 31 years in food service, and it was a pleasure working with the peoples and the kids. Thank you.